I'm back. Got my package from Walgreens. Appreciate FedEx dropping this package at Walgreens. It makes it pretty convenient for me. Buckle up. Get on the way. Let's see. Alright. So, again, there's no gear shift in the Fiat, so just buttons. We'll put it in R, reverse. And here we go. So one of the questions that I usually get on test drives is when you turn the key on, how do you know it's on? Really simple. If you look at the dashboard, it shows ready. It will actually say when the car is not on, and it will just show no, not ready. It will change to green when the car is on, and at that point you can simply just put it in gear and start driving. So let's see. So there we go. Get the navigation going again. So the radio system, it's pretty decent. It's a small car, so you don't really need anything crazy loud in a car of this size. But I mean, it's there. No CD player, no CD changer. The 2014s and 15, so 13, 14, 15 models, they were the generation 1, I guess. They looked exactly the same on the outside. I don't think there was any difference. The dashboard here, this changed slightly. The old units, they had a narrow radio which actually had a CD player in it, and then the navigation, which was standard, it was a TomTom unit. It actually sat on the dashboard. It had a cradle that basically would just snap in and hold the TomTom. It was on one side, it was pretty cool because you could literally remove the TomTom navigation and take it with you. So if you gone to like a city, parked the car and wanted to walk, I mean, I guess everyone has cell phones nowadays, but in the early 2000s, I guess that seems pretty cool. On the other side, that cradle, it was kind of in the view. I mean, it literally blocked like this much. So it created a blind spot. I don't know why they chose to go that route. Maybe the navigations, they were not available on the regular, and they wanted to make them standard on the electric version of a Fiat. So that was the least expensive route for them to go. In 2016 they updated it, and now every electric Fiat 500e comes with that built-in navigation. So we're going 61 miles an hour right now. As you can see, again, car very quiet, very stable. It's almost like a sports, go-kart. I mean, instant, torque, instant acceleration whenever I want it, which is the pretty much what you get whenever you go switch to the EV car. And believe me, Toyota Prius, which is a hybrid, it's not an electric car. It does not drive like an electric car, even though you may think it has that, whatever it is, 15-20 mile range. I think it's even less than that on the battery only, and it will turn on at certain speed. It is not an electric car. No hybrid is an electric car. It just it's there. The pure electric cars, they drive completely different. They're years ahead. When you compare the driving between the EVs and anything that has a gas engine. The only exception maybe would be the BMW i3 with a Rex engine, which is a range extender that has a gasoline engine. It's basically a power generator. So when the battery, sorry, my keys are in the pocket. Whenever the battery goes down to 5-6%, the electric generator will turn on, and will basically just charge up your battery. It's not being used to propel the car in any way. It just provides the electricity to the battery, to increase your range. And the BMW i3, they drive great. They're awesome little cars. A little bit more expensive, actually quite a bit more expensive than the Fiats. But you get a little bit more technology, and obviously the BMW brand. That's what you're paying for. But the Fiats, again, great little cars for what, $10,000 for a 3-year-old car. I think it's a great deal, just for for city driving. Pretty much zero maintenance. Obviously, there's no oil changes or anything like that. All EV cars, the maintenance on them is pretty minimum. There's, like I said, there's no oil to change. The fluid-wise, there is some coolant, especially in the thermal management vehicles like Fiat. You have two coolant reservoirs. One is for the cabin heating. The other one is for the battery management. But those coolants, I think from my memory, are 150,000 a-year coolants. So you don't have to worry for quite some long time about changing them and flushing those coolants out and putting new ones in. And it's just a regular coolant, just in your radiator in your gasoline engine. The tires are pretty much the only maintenance item that you have to worry about. Being in an electric car, the torque on the tires is a little bit more than in a gasoline, so they do wear out a little bit quicker. But I've seen those tires for like $50 a piece online for decent, good brand tires. So again, maintenance-wise, it's pretty minimum to what you're going to experience having an electric car, and that's whether it's a Fiat or it's BMW, Tesla, whatever it is. Let's see if we can turn the radio on. Let's see. So the volume is pretty decent. The speakers, are there. You get the steering wheel controls. On the steering wheel, you have your cruise control on the right hand side. You get your Bluetooth hands-free talking on the left. Behind the steering wheel, there's more buttons. On the right side, I can actually control the voice, the volume. On the left side, there is another set of buttons that I can switch the stations, do the seek, and change the mode from radio to USB to auxiliary to whatever I want. So it's nice feature. Again, the dashboard here, you got your traction control button, so you can turn the traction control off if you really want to go crazy, or I guess if you're starting from the snow condition. Rear window heater, emergency lights. Then the AC is right here. Heated seats, fog lamps, your windows, power